Day one of preseason testing is more than just fast laps, it's the first glimpse of what's to come. Under the scorching Bahrain sun, the 2025 F1 season officially came to life with new faces, challenges, and rivalries. Every team and driver pushes the limits with just 3 days to prepare for battle. McLaren's Lando Norris laid down the marker, but was it a true statement of intent? Mercedes and Ferrari weren't far behind, with Lewis Hamilton making his long-awaited debut in red. Meanwhile, rookies and upgrades brought their twists to the story. This is where the season truly begins. So let's break down the biggest takeaways from day one of testing and what they might mean for the fight ahead. But before we dive in, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update on the thrilling world of Formula One. McLaren kicked off the season with an impressive performance on the opening day of testing, signaling strong potential for the year ahead. Lando Norris topped the timesheets with a blistering around 1 minute 30.4 seconds lap on the medium C3 compound tires, demonstrating the MCL38's pace and efficiency. This early success comes despite a slightly delayed start to the team's testing schedule. However, once on track, both Norris and teammate Oscar Piastri quickly adapted, logging valuable laps and proving the car's reliability. The team's strong showing suggests that McLaren has taken a significant step forward in its development, potentially challenging the frontrunners. While testing times are not always indicative of race day performance, the early signs are promising. With a solid foundation established, McLaren now looks poised to build on this momentum as preseason preparations continue. Max Verstappen was one of the biggest surprises on the opening day of preseason testing, with early signs suggesting Red Bull has solved its 2024 issues. The four-time world champion finished third on the timesheets but showcased the strongest long-run pace, completing 74 laps and the fastest lap around 1 minute 29.566 seconds at the Bahrain International Circuit. While Verstappen was pleased with the car's performance, McLaren was also impressed, with Lando Norris topping the timesheets ahead of George Russell and Verstappen. Red Bull's methodical refinement approach could keep them at the front, ensuring the RB21 remains a dominant force throughout the season. Lewis Hamilton's highly anticipated debut with Ferrari was one of the most talked about moments of the opening test day. He drove in the morning and completed 70 laps, setting a best lap time of 1 minute 31.834 seconds. The seven-time world champion's focus was not on outright speed, but on acclimatizing to his new team and machinery. Ferrari's SF25 showed promise, and Hamilton expressed optimism about its potential after his first runs. His early sessions were dedicated to data gathering, tire evaluations, and understanding the car's handling characteristics rather than pushing for headline lap times. The transition from Mercedes to Ferrari marks a significant chapter in Hamilton's career, and his measured approach suggests he is prioritizing a strong foundation for future performance. Mercedes started testing on a strong note, with rookie Kimi Antonelli impressively setting the fastest time in the morning session. George Russell continued the momentum in the afternoon, delivering competitive lap times of around 1 minute 30.587 seconds that reinforced the team's solid early performance. The W14 showcased excellent traction and balance, suggesting that Mercedes has addressed key weaknesses from previous seasons. Observers noted a well-sorted chassis, with improved stability through corners and strong overall drivability. While it's too early to draw definitive conclusions, the team's consistent pace hints at a potentially competitive campaign ahead. Antonelli's performance was particularly noteworthy, as the young driver adapted quickly and demonstrated promising speed, adding intrigue to Mercedes' future driver lineup. With further refinements, Mercedes could position itself as a genuine title contender once again. Ferrari's opening day of testing brought both positives and challenges. Charles Leclerc set the fourth fastest lap at 1 minute 30.878 seconds, showcasing the SF25's strong potential. However, inconsistent handling, ranging from sharp turn-in response to bouts of understeer, suggests that setup refinements are needed. Ferrari engineers must fine-tune aerodynamics and mechanical grip to ensure stability across varying conditions. Despite early inconsistencies, optimism remains high. As testing continues, adjustments will be crucial in determining if the SF25 can challenge for the title. With both drivers eager to fight at the front, Ferrari's upcoming setup work will be key to unlocking the car's full potential. Williams displayed encouraging signs during the opening day of testing, with Carlos Sainz completing 63 laps and delivering competitive lap times of around 1 minute 31 seconds and 573 milliseconds that put the team within striking distance of the frontrunners. This strong showing suggests that Williams has made notable progress in car development, potentially closing the gap to the midfield leaders. The FW46 appeared well-balanced and responsive, hinting at improvements in both aerodynamics and mechanical grip. While testing times can be deceptive, the team's performance indicates a solid foundation that could make them a more consistent force this season. If Williams can maintain this momentum and further optimize their setup, they may emerge as genuine midfield contenders, capable of challenging for points more regularly. Aston Martin opted for a measured approach on the opening day of testing, with Fernando Alonso and Lance Stroll completing 46 laps with faster lap times of around 1 minute, 31.874 seconds. Rather than chasing outright speed, the team prioritized data gathering and assessing aerodynamic efficiency, tire behavior, and overall car balance. Their lap times may not have stood out, but this conservative strategy suggests a focus on fine-tuning the AMR24 before pushing for performance. Given Aston Martin's tendency to play the long game in testing, it's likely that they are holding back their true potential for later sessions. With Alonso's experience and the team's steady development trajectory, expectations remain high that Aston Martin will emerge as a strong midfield force, or even challenge the frontrunners, once they dial in their setup. A sudden power outage disrupted the closing stages of the day's testing session, forcing teams to halt their programs for over an hour. The unexpected interruption impacted all teams, cutting into valuable track time and underlining the challenges of preseason preparations. While such setbacks are uncommon, they serve as a reminder of the importance of adaptability and efficient time management during testing. Engineers and drivers were forced to adjust their schedules, reshuffling planned runs and data collection efforts to make the most of the remaining time. For teams still fine-tuning their setups and gathering crucial performance insights, the delay was a frustrating hurdle. However, with several days of testing still ahead, most teams will be able to recover lost ground. Unseasonably cool and windy weather in Bahrain added complexity to the first day of testing, affecting tire performance and car handling. Lower track temperatures reduced grip, making balance harder to find, while strong gusts disrupted aerodynamics, especially at high speeds. Teams adjusted setups to cope, gaining insights into their car's adaptability. While some faced handling inconsistencies, others used the conditions to collect valuable data for future race weekends. Understanding car behavior in tricky conditions will be crucial for refining strategies. As testing progresses, teams will hope for more stable weather to fine-tune their setups effectively. And that wraps up an action-packed first day of pre-season testing. Day 1 delivered surprises and standout performances and left us with plenty of unanswered questions. Will McLaren's early pace hold up? Can Red Bull maintain their dominance? And how will Hamilton's Ferrari adventure unfold? The 2025 F1 season is just getting started, and there's so much more to come. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an update. Drop your predictions in the comments. Who's your pick to dominate this season? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.